ulti because so much of the power budget is in those big ult
Down there on Onivia, getting into the action early.
Scumon's gonna make his way down here, but LeBron is eating a ton of damage first. It's first blood over to Artemis. Broken Blade's gonna eat the apples. It heals him up enough. Now LeBron with rotation over. Kiaya cannot get the kill.
Kiaya really focused, tunnel visioned on getting his kill on Broken Blade. But it turns around and goes back to favor of G2.
Barris jumps in to join the fight. Ace in the hole to guarantee it, and Artemis gets a paycheck. Not look that impressive. Now gonna get taunted up. They wanted to see if that taunt might have been able to bring him closer to the trap. A little bit more damage will get it done. Ace in the hole, that's the goal. As there's Broken Blade though, getting the kill
clean
back.
Up with the minion waves up here, and he is gonna go for the stop.
Oh, that's a huge taunt from Elio. If they can get a little bit more, the winds of war are blowing, and Caps is blown away. Yeah, the abilities interrupt the channel, so you've got to be ready to spring it early if the rupture's about to hit you, or if you think he's about to get the cooldown off on the scream. Flash for the eat. Broken Blade gets the
push the wave in. He forces the teleport out from Kiaya too, so now teleport advantage from G2.
Look at the damage Artemis puts out. Hans Sama already down to half HP after Artemis tags him here with a headshot. Stolen Twisted Fate ulti coming in. Here's Eris. There goes LeBron. There goes Hans. There goes the turret. But here comes Broken Blade. He's in the middle of 4. Cho'Gath, he might be hungry, but he ain't eating today. GAM! Just to build this gold lead, and they will use that resource immediately. Darkened Dagger hits Artemis, but just one dagger isn't going to be a massive threat. Herald's about to charge, and there we go. Tier 1 turret down in the mid lane. That's 2 turrets for GAM now.
Priority continues for getting more and more answers here, but the dive.
Okay, Eris getting dove, tries to use the ulti to defend himself. Immediately, Elio comes crashing in. He wants to find a taunt, but he doesn't find anybody. Now Kiaya's shown up. G2, they still got a 5v2. The turret is about to fall. Kiaya in danger as Elio tries to get away. Kiaya's fully running. GAM caught off guard. They'll lose 2 plus a turret, and G2 aren't done yet. Kiaya trying to stop the back on Caps. This is a big punch back coming out of G2. Now GAM are going to at least get the tier 2 in the mid lane as a trade, but the problem is there's about half remaining on it. GAM going after their 3rd Drake of the game. This would bring them to Soul Point. They lost about 1,000 of their 3,000 gold lead, but look at the Caitlyn traps beautifully placed on the ramp. If Scumon wants to go in to try to contest this, it is a one-way trip there for the dog. He decides discretion is the better part of Valor today. That is
lane, knowing that they don't have their outer tower for defense, that's where GAM can try and utilize their Scion ultimate, their Galio ultimate here, to really open up space for the...
Now, let's see how this fight shakes out with all the resources that are now back up after the last scrap. You can see Levi has 5 seconds left on the Lilting Lullaby. GAM do not want to fight without the Lilia ulti. It's a massive tool to not have available. Caps with a little bit of poke there onto Eris, but Artemis responding with some of his own there through Ace in the hole. Levi starting up the Drake. Kiaya here on the front line. Traps being placed down at the entryway to the Dragon Pit itself. Artemis needs to be so mindful of his positioning. He is the key for both teams in this. If G2 can pick off the Caitlyn, that's their green light. If GAM can protect him, they can steamroll a fight. The Crab is going to be the first part of the fight. Eris moves in, scaring G2 back. Crab going to be claimed by G2, but now the fight starts off. A lot of damage on LeBron as he tries to flash away, but a big multi-man sleep coming up from Levi. Kiaya is in a little bit of danger, but G2 are already losing multiple members. Broken Blade tries to get away. The Swirl Seed tags him, but it doesn't matter. The Mountain Drake, the Mountain Soul, Broken Blade, all claimed. Shred your resistances if you're not paying proper respect to the enemy team showing up. GAM still putting the DPS into it. Broken Blade over the wall. Doesn't look like he's going to go for any kind of a steal. Kiaya and Eris both force that one down. Caps providing the damage. Kiaya goes in for the initiation. Doesn't find what he's looking for, but he does zone Caps away. Hans Sama looking for Artemis, who flashes back to try to get to safety. Artemis still bleeding to the Darkened Daggers. G2 wanted to make something happen there, but they don't quite find it. Now LeBron and Scumon taking a ton of damage as Kiaya continues chasing after Broken Blade. Eris zoning Caps out of the fight, so TF cannot join. Broken Blade's knocked up into the air, and Artemis is locked and loaded. GAM find another one.
Artemis really showing up for GAM.
100% kill participation on the Caitlyn, 90% kill participation on the support Galio from Elio as well. Both of these two
Wait a second. They're actually looking at the mid lane here. Cho'Gath is in the brush on the side there.
Oh,
but...
Skumon steps up straight into a taunt! Elio, the Galio, absolutely on point all game long. That dog just got old Yellard, and it's time for GAM to head to the Baron.
The vision control here for GAM does force the check from G2, and you're thinking, oh, he's gonna be able to press W, go untargetable. But Elio doesn't even let him. Springs the trap so quickly. They get Skumon, they get the Baron. Cap's trying to split push back there.
Yeah, you're going to see Broken Blade and Caps. They use the Twisted Fate ulti to join up with Broken Blade, who already had the wave. They're going to place the ward over the wall, but it's blocked by the control ward. Now GAM, they're going to pull off. They'll go after Lavrov instead. They know if they kill him off and they have a 5v4, it'll be so much easier to take the Elder fight guaranteed. Decimate with the stun. Justice Punch gets it done. Artemis goes godlike, and GAM now have their man advantage for the next 30 seconds. G2 still scrambling to get into a position here, but there's still no flashes on Hans and Caps. They've managed to heal up, but that's not enough. Broken Blade with a rupture over the wall, just trying to look around, see what's happening. Eris and Kiaya approaching from the side. Kiaya's got so much of a shield, nobody can even break it. Eris stealing away the killer instinct. Now it's 2 dead on G2. The Elder down to 30% HP, and GAM should be able to secure this here. Caps going in for the hero moment, but it ain't gonna happen. Instead, he just teleports to the other side of the rift. GAM with a 6,000 gold lead, with a Mountain Soul, with Otacon, with the Elder, with a man advantage for 25 seconds, marching towards the G2 base.
They're coming for that base. They're going to destroy this tower ever so quickly. G2 have to pray right now with the Elder Dragon and everything at their backs. GAM are going for it.
There's still 10 seconds on Broken Blade as GAM goes straight in. Han Sama's already going to be under pressure. Eris continues the dive. G2 continue to retreat. They can pray if they want, but God's not listening. GAM force down the Nexus turrets. They make their way to the Nexus, and after starting at a 0-2 deficit, GAM will take us to Game 5, and Silver scrapes